Turn your struggles into your superpower. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, brothers, and sisters. Let me begin with a question that may sound simple, but it carries the weight of a lifetime. Have you ever faced a moment in life when you felt like everything was against you? A moment where the pain seemed too heavy, the failures too many, and the darkness too overwhelming? I think we all have. Some of us silently battle with financial struggles, some with broken families, some with rejection, others with illness, heartbreak, or loss. And in those moments, we often ask ourselves, why me? Why this struggle? Why this pain? But let me tell you something today, something I wish someone had told me years ago: your struggles are not here to destroy you. They are here to shape you, refine you, and eventually, they can become your greatest superpower. The power hidden in pain. I remember listening to a man speak about his childhood. He grew up in poverty, often going to bed hungry, sometimes even without a bed to sleep in. His father abandoned the family, and his mother worked 3 jobs just to keep the lights on. Every day was a battle for survival. At the time, it felt unfair. It felt cruel. He used to look at other kids with new clothes, new toys, stable families, and wonder, why can't my life be like theirs? But years later, when he stood on a stage as a successful entrepreneur, a leader, and a philanthropist, he looked back at that boy and realized something profound: those very struggles, the hunger, the loneliness, the rejection, had forged a resilience and a fire in him that comfort could never have given. His struggles became his superpower. And friends, isn't that true for all of us? Think about it. The most inspiring people we look up to in this world are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who were broken, tested, knocked down, and still chose to rise. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison and came out not with hatred but with forgiveness that healed a nation. Oprah Winfrey endured abuse and poverty, yet transformed her pain into empathy and connection, becoming one of the most influential women on earth. Even Abraham Lincoln faced failure after failure before he became one of the most respected leaders in history. Struggles are not curses. They are the training ground of greatness. A universal struggle we share. Now, you don't need to be a president, a celebrity, or a historical figure to understand this truth. Look at your own life. Maybe you've faced rejection at work. Maybe you've been betrayed in love. Maybe you've had dreams crushed, or people laugh at your ambitions. Or maybe, just maybe, you're sitting here right now carrying the weight of a struggle you've never even spoken out loud. Let me tell you, you're not alone. When I look around at this room, I don't see people who have lived perfect, flawless lives. I see warriors. I see survivors. I see people who carry invisible scars that the world may never know about. And yet, you are here. You are breathing. You are still fighting. And that, my friends, is proof that you are stronger than your struggle. The unexpected turn. But here's where the magic happens, not when you just survive your struggles, but when you transform them into strength, into compassion, into wisdom that can light the path for others. Let me share something personal. A young woman once told me her story. She grew up being bullied every single day of her school life. People mocked her looks, her accent, her clothes. She cried herself to sleep countless nights. She hated the mirror. She hated her voice. She even thought, at one point, that maybe the world would be better without her. But instead of giving up, she made a decision: I will use my pain to make sure no one else feels the way I felt. She became a motivational speaker, an advocate for self-love, and today, she stands on stages reminding young people that they are enough, that their uniqueness is their gift. The very struggle that once almost destroyed her became her superpower, the power to heal others. This is what I mean when I say, turn your struggles into your superpower. Struggles build compassion. You see, when you've been hungry, you never forget the taste of food. When you've been lonely, you never underestimate the power of a kind word. When you've been broken, you never take healing for granted. Struggles make us kinder. They give us eyes to see the pain in others. They give us hands willing to help. They give us hearts that beat not just for ourselves but for humanity. And isn't that what the world needs right now? Not more competition, not more selfishness, but more compassion, more kindness, more people willing to turn their scars into a source of healing for others. The emotional climax. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a world where every single person here decided to use their struggles as a force for good. The person who once felt unloved becomes the one who spreads love wherever they go. The one who battled illness becomes the source of hope for those still fighting. The one who grew up poor becomes the one who feeds the hungry. Can you see it? Can you feel the power of that transformation? Because here's the truth, the world doesn't need perfect people. The world needs real people, scarred people, resilient people who have turned their pain into power, their weakness into wisdom, their struggle into a superpower. A heartfelt message of hope. So, to anyone here today who feels like they are drowning in struggle, I say this, hold on. This moment of pain is not the end of your story. It is the chapter that will make the rest of your story worth telling. Don't curse your struggle. Don't hide from it. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it mold you, strengthen you, and most importantly, let it teach you how to lift others. Because your struggle, my friend, is not a prison. It is a passage. And if you choose to walk through it with courage, it will lead you to a power greater than you ever imagined. Conclusion. I want to leave you with this thought. Life is not about avoiding struggles. It's about using them. It's about saying, this pain will not break me. This rejection will not define me. This loss will not destroy me. Instead, I will rise. I will turn my struggle into my superpower. And when I do, I will use it to light the way for others still walking in the dark. So, my friends, when you leave this room today, carry this truth with you, your struggle is your story. Your story is your strength. And your strength is your superpower. Thank you.